Hello, good evening. I'm your host, the host of Khalil Sports, but coming to you live right here, links for Jayson Tatum. Today, ladies and gentlemen, I'll tell you about the defeat of the Celtics. They beat them 109 to 104. I'll tell you guys about the fact that the Knicks defeated the Raptors 120 to 103. Anthony Pettis loses his PFL debit. By the way, I'll tell you guys about the fact that Darius Guys has been banned from LSU and law firm by name of Taylor Porsche. The law firm's been released as well, fired from LSU as well, and that's all there is. De'Aaron Fox is going to be out for 10 to 14 days because of virus protocols, code protocols. Tiger Woods, all smiles by the way on his comeback. Body's on crutches, by the way, for sure. The Gronkinator catches 600-foot football. He catches a 600-foot football catch from a helicopter. That's not against the workers, everybody, on that note. Israel Saint versus Marvin Vettori is going to be should be finalized for UFC 263. And that's all there is for that. Randle versus Stefanos Tsitsipas is going to take on. Yeah, Rafa Nadal is going to take on Stefanos Tsitsipas at the Barcelona Open final, by the way. And Saray, Stephanie DeLander, Hideki Suzuki, Sanjar George, Jennifer Michelle, Cantu, Iglesias, Matt Farrelly. They'll hell in the PC and get you all out some news I'm having for today. Let's on that note. First things first, I'm starting something for the Nets defeat the Celtics 109 to 104. Joe Harris scored 20 points, had 4 rebounds, 3 assists, 2 blocks. Jeff Green scored 19 points, 2 rebounds, 2 steals, 3 assists, 1 block. Kyrie Irving has scored 15 points, 9 rebounds, 11 assists, 2 steals, 1 block. BG Blake Griffin scored 13 points, 5 rebounds, 3 assists, 2 steals. Jayson Tatum has scored 38 points, 10 rebounds, 4 assists. Payton Pritchard scored 22 points, 3 rebounds, 2 assists, 1 block. And Marcus Smart has scored 19 points, 5 rebounds, 3 assists, 2 steals. I got to say right now, Celtics, they may have lost the match to the Nets, but I think the Nets right now, they're going to get some leverage, by the way. So I think the Nets are going to be one of the top, are the top speed. They can move up to first place. And that's all there is you need to know on that, everybody. So that is all there is you got to know on that. Right now, you're seeing the Sixers against the Bucks yet again. And that's all there is you need to know on that. So it's going to be, I mean, they're like going to face, and they are going to face each other in these kind of playoffs if necessary. That's all I can say on that, everybody. So, be honest. Then we're going to say to that, everybody. And, yeah, that's all you need to know, everybody, on that note. So, yep, the Nets defeated the Celtics last night. And it was a good game, though. I mean, this is a playoff matchup. They are playing for vacation, by the way, guys. I just want to remind you on that, everybody. That's all there's news you need to know on that. So, also, everybody. Also, other news I want to point out, by the way, the Gronkinator caught a football from 600 feet from a helicopter at Arizona Wildcats Stadium. My goodness. That's on against the records, everybody. So, wow. Gronkinator catching a 600-foot football from a helicopter. That's insane. That's completely insane. You guys got to check it out, guys. It's on Instagram. So, guys, check that out. It's a must-see, must-watch. I hope you guys enjoy that. And that's all there is you need to know on that, everybody. So, I mean, yeah, we've seen Gronkinator host WrestleMania. We've even seen Gronkinator become the new 24/7 champ. And, you know, he came back to the Bucks. Came out of retirement, won the title for the Bucks, which he already did, by the way. That was against the Chiefs Kingdom. And, yeah. And then next thing you know it, he catches a football from 600 feet from a helicopter. That's an impressive feat, guys. You guys got to check it out. It's must-see, must-watch. I hope you guys enjoy that much. So that's all there is for that. Others here, Anthony Pettis loses in his PFL debut against Khalil, by the way. So now they look good for him on that. He'll come back and not going to start things off. So hopefully Anthony Pettis comes back, and that's all there is you need to know on that. So once again, everybody, Anthony Pettis just lost to Clay Coburn in his PFL debut, and that's not looking good on this part. So that was by unanimous decision. In case you guys didn't know. Another news I want to get into that Saray, who made her NXT debut, this past Tuesday, by the way. He got a win over Zoe Stark, and she said she got her eyes set. She has her sights on the next women's side, which is really good for her. All right, so Saray's in there, Stephanie DeLander, Hideki, Suzuki, Sanjar, George, Jennifer, Michelle, Cantu, Iglesias, Matt Farrelly. They all headlined the WWE PC Recruits for 2021. So amazing right there, I'll tell you that. Now, Saray, she's made the most out of it. Even though she got a big win over Zoe Stark. She got a huge debut win against Zoe Stark, by the way. It's amazing. It was must see, must watching. Saray, by the way, she is a force to reckon with. She's an absolute phenomenon, which she will be in the women's division. I can see Saray as walking out as a new NXT Women's Champ, man. The look on her says it all. You can check it out. She has her eyes set on the NXT Women's title, which she does, by the way. So that's gonna be impressive for her. Or she should team up Io Shirai to go to this NXT Women's Tag Team title. So let me know in the comment section about that. Your thoughts, everybody, on that note. So that's all you need to know. Another thing I want to get into. Knicks are on a 9-game win streak, tied for second for most in over 25 seasons. My goodness, the Knicks right now, they are just wow. They're like fourth place in the Eastern Conference right now. They're looking pretty good. They beat the Raptors 120-103. Orange Julius Randle had scored 31 points, had 10 rebounds, 1 assist. RJ Barrett over here scored 25 points, 12 rebounds, 4 assists. D Rose scored 19 points, 4 rebounds, 7 assists, 2 steals. Reggie Bullock scored 16 points, 3 rebounds, 2 assists. Spicy P. Pascal Siakam scored 26 points, 7 rebounds, 5 assists, 1 steal. Fred VanVleet scored 27 points, 5 rebounds, 11 assists, 2 steals. OG Anunoby scored 27 points, 5 rebounds, 3 assists, and 2 steals. The Knicks right now, I mean, wow. They don't disappoint. They obviously don't disappoint. So the Knicks, they're for real. They're for real. They're on a 9-game win streak now. 9-game win streak. I mean, they got the Suns and they got the Bulls this week. So the Knicks right now, wow. 9-game winning streak. It's just amazing. It's absolutely incredible. So how can you stop the Knicks? Obviously, you just can't stop them. But the Knicks, as of right now, they are an absolute force to reckon with. I can see the Knicks right now. I mean, yes, just look at the playoffs. I can see the Knicks winning East Conference playoffs, winning East Conference finals, and not only that, they may be walking out as the East Conference finals champs and main event in the NBA finals and walk out as the new NBA champs. Orange Julius Randle, he is MVP candidate, material for a reason. Racking up 40-plus points a game, you can't stop him. You cannot stop him. You honestly can't. So, is there anybody on God's green earth that's going to be put away the Knicks whatsoever in the playoffs? It doesn't matter. What would be surprising, though, if it was Battle of New York between the Knicks versus the Nets in the East, oh, man. You better be sure that's going to be a good one. That's going to be a slobber knocker right there. I'm going to go for the Knicks for now because I can see the Knicks versus the Nets face each other in these playoffs. That's what I could see right there. So the Knicks right now, I mean, Orange Julius Randle, D Rose, Alfred Payton, Reggie Bullock, Kevin Knox, Obi Toppin, Nerlens Noel, RJ Barrett. These guys, they don't disappoint. No, they don't disappoint at all. I'll tell you that. I can see the Knicks walking out as NBA champs. Lakers may not be able to, become back-to-back NBA champs. Although they could, though, but see, they got the hands full with the Mavs yet again, who they just lost to last night. So clearly, honestly, the Knicks as of right now, they're looking pretty good. So the Knicks, wow. They don't disappoint not one bit. I'll tell you that. They don't disappoint not one bit. I'll tell you that right now, guys. So, Knicks, they're for real. And they're an absolute force to reckon with. You can say what you want, but that's how it is, guys. So, the Knicks are going to wreak havoc yet again. The Suns, Bulls, that's it. So, that's all. That's the biggest win yet. So, I'm looking forward to those wins. And the Knicks right now, they're going to everybody. So, that's all I'm saying to everybody. So, the Knicks are going to destroy everybody. They have a 9-game win streak for a purpose, for a reason. Staying alive in the playoffs is one thing. Get momentum, more defense, more offense, get more points in the paint, which they've done. pass protection. They got a lot of points in the paint so far. Made a lot of 3-pointers. And I gotta say right now, the Knicks right now, Orange Juice Randle, I have him as MVP. But the real question to ask yourself is, will Orange Juice Randle be a Finals MVP? That's the big one. Now the Knicks, they walk out as the new NBA champs. Is Julius Randle going to be the Finals MVP that day? I mean, the Knicks right now, they're doing it all right now. They have a 9-game win streak on their hands, which they do. They just beat the Raptors moments ago. And my goodness, they don't disappoint not one bit. I mean, this is something the Knicks fans are feeling good about right now. They really are. So, yeah, the Knicks, I mean, they have been wild, tearing apart everybody. Scoring like never before. They're tied for second for the in 25 seasons. My goodness. Knicks right now, they don't disappoint. I mean, they're for real, guys. I don't think anyone talks about the Nets anymore. The Knicks, they'll disappoint. I'll tell you that, guys. So the Knicks right now, they're looking fresh as ever, ice cold, and they're a dual threat. I'll tell you that. The Knicks are gonna be a dual threat in the playoffs. I mean, the Knicks are maybe underdogs, but I see the Knicks right now as absolute dual threat in the play, a looming threat in the playoffs, which they have. I mean, they have a 9-game win streak now, and the Knicks right now, they can't be beat. They cannot be beat. So that's all I can say on that, everybody. So that's all there is you to know. So the Knicks right now, they're doing looking pretty good. That's why I got a smile on my face. That's what I got to say on that, everybody. So that's the best. That's music to my ears, which it is, everybody. Also, other news I want to get into that De'Aaron Fox is going to be out for 10 to 14 days due to virus protocol, so not look good there, and that's not look good. You know, the Kings are right now in the playoffs no more. That's all there is for that. Another thing I want to get into, by the way, Israel Adesanya, the style bender, who just came off his first loss, by the way, versus Marvin Vettori for the UFC middleweight title. That's going to be finalized for UFC 263. There's no specific date yet, and that's all that you got to know on that, everybody. Also, some other news I want to get into. Tiger Woods is all smiles while he was on crutches, by the way, and that's since that car crash he got into. So I'm glad Tiger Woods is doing okay. I think Tiger Woods is going to give the fans what they really want. And it's interesting that Tiger Woods is going to retire. Same for that car crash, same for him being on smiles from that car crash he got into back in February. He's doing okay. He's in good spirits now. And, he's doing okay. So I think Tiger Woods may not be coming back to golf for quite a while. I think Tiger Woods can get the fans what they want, though. That's about retiring, by the way. It's something he should have done many decades ago. But Tiger Woods, with that shower down, it's going to be really – it's going to first by Hall of Famer. Willie many goes in the sports industry, which he is. That's all he's ever been his whole life. We all know it. That's all there's need to know. So Tiger Woods meant to just hang it up for sure. I'll tell you that. Because that car crash could have just ended his career. And I think that since there's no question that he may not be coming back. So I don't know if he's going to come back or not. I'm not sure. And when he's on the crutches, so he's feeling very confident now. But he's coming back. He may retire, by the way. So that's all there is for news on that. That'll probably be interesting news right there. So that'll come into play for sure, everybody. So keep your eyes out on that. Other than something we get into, Rafa Nadal versus Stefanos Tsitsipas is going to be at the 2021 Barcelona Open Finals. So that'll be a goodness. I got Rafa Nadal on that one. He'll get there, which he will. So I'm looking forward to that, everybody. And that's all that you got to know, everybody. And that's all that you need to know, everybody. Other things I want to get into, by the way, that Darius Geis has been banned from LSU, by the way, because of the fact that he was accused of sexual assault when he was a freshman at LSU back in 2016. And misconduct and 3 domestic abuse incidents back last year, by the way, which had him arrested and charged, by the way, for that. And the law firm Taylor Porsche has been released as well, has been fired as well from LSU, by the way. Now he got he was charged with 3 domestic abuse incidents last year, accused of sexual assault, misconduct, while as a freshman back in 2016, which he was. So Darius Geis is a rotten piece of trash, which he is, by the way, and that's all there was need to know on that. So, and even though Les Miles, he was accused of misconduct back in LSU, though, and clearly he was released from that. There was an incident where he made contact with a bunch of women, by the way, LSU, and there's an incident where he smooched one woman without the woman's consent, and Les Miles denied the whole thing. So Les Miles, they didn't get a culture change what they really need. So hopefully, they get the guys together. That's what they need to do. So things not look good with LSU, and hopefully they get their ass together. So because there's been some misconduct going on. I mean, you're right. There's guys who was accused of misconduct, sexual assault, and 3 domestic abuse incidents. By the way, last year, which I'm arrested and charged for that. Kicked out of LSU, and then he was, and then now he's banned from that. Now he's banned from LSU activities. And the law firm Taylor Poor released as well. So that's all there's each on there, everybody. On that note, another so, and Les Miles, he was released by the way as well. He was also released as Kansas coach, by the way. Stemmed from the fact that he was accused of misconduct, by the way, and that's not look good on his part. So he's released from that. That's all there's you got to know on that, everybody. Another news I also want to get into, by the way, that don't forget, guys, the UFC 261 is tonight, guys. You'll see the rematch between Kamaru Usman taking on Jorge Masvidal yet again for the welterweight title. Now, Kamaru Usman, he did beat Jorge Masvidal back at Fight Island Battle. If you guys remember that much from last year. So yeah, it was. So I got Kamaru Usman retaining the welterweight title. That's what I got right there, buddy. So that's all there's needs to know on that. So also others, though, by the way, I want to wish happy birthdays out to Kelly Clarkson, Cedric the Entertainer, Dejaiman, Houndsu, Derek Luke, Omar Vizquel, Kalani, Ryan Newman, Winter Blanco, Leah Messer. You got Rebecca Mader, Jade Gordon. You got Chipper Jones, Melinda Clark, Andrew Harris, Reagan Gomez, Preston. You got Chris Letang. You got Young Tori, Ashley Barding, Denise Milani, Lydia Ko, Lauren Trott, Brittany Lynn, Bree, Jerry Judy. You got Catherine Webb. You got Carlos Beltran, Sigrid, Ager, by the way. Jenna Thomason, Laura Hamilton, Danae Bradley, Michael Chandler, Lee Westwood, Jasmine J, Catherine Bayless, Matt Nagy, and Maud Arnold, Yuji Nagata, Gabriel Kidd, and happy belated birthday to Dr. Britt Baker, DMD, or Pittsburgh, by the way, guys. So those send your birthday wishes, send your birthday wishes, your birthday shows, your birthday tweets, everybody. That's all it's gonna do just for now. And that's all there is. You gotta know everybody on that note. So all you gotta know everybody on that note. No between everybody. So that is all there is. You need to know everybody on that, and that's all you gotta know on that, everybody. So that's all there's gonna know about on that note. So another more to it on that, everybody. So that's just there, everybody. That's all there's gotta know. Also, guys, be sure to catch Impact Wrestling's Rebellion pay-per-view tomorrow night. Live pay-per-view, guys, check that out. Must watch. Hope you guys enjoy that. That's all there's you gotta know with that, everybody. That's all there's you gotta know. So nothing between that, everybody. Well, ladies and gentlemen, that was right there for the Khalil Level Sports Board. People, sure you always tune in, subscribe to the Khalil Level Sports Board, both the YouTube channel and Facebook page by any and all means necessary. Be sure to send me your comments, Twitch, your thoughts, your responses on the Nets defeating the Celtics, by the way, 109 to 104. Your thoughts about that, but I'll definitely just my sure. That's all that you got to know, everybody, on that note. Your thoughts exactly on the Knicks being on 9-game win streak. They're tied for second. And most over 25 seasons. Let me know about that. Let me know about that. You think the Knicks are going to walk? You think the Knicks are going to become East Conference Finals champs? You think the Knicks are going to walk out as the new NBA champs? By the way, let me know what the comments about that, because they have a 9-game win streak. By the way, I'll tell you that though. So wait, thoughts about that. What are your thoughts on Anthony Pettis losing in his PFL debut? By the way, to Clay Collin. By the way, thoughts about that? And I'll definitely just want to share. That's all you got to know. Your thoughts exactly on Tiger Woods being on smiles. By the way, while he was on crutches. By the way, what stemmed from that car crash he got into? So what are your thoughts about that? And you think he's going to come back and retire? Let me know the comments about that. I'll just want to share. There's no timetable yet though for. Your thoughts on the Gronkinator catching a 600-foot football catch from a helicopter, so let me the country with that. That's against the record, by the way, guys. That's all there's you got to know, and that's the best you get there. So what are your thoughts about that? I'll just want to share, buddy. I know. Who's going to win, Rafa Nadal versus or Stefanos Tsitsipas? Tsitsipas, by the way, for the Barcelona Open final, by the way. So that's about that. I'll just want to show you. You think who's going to win tonight? You got Kamaru Usman or Jorge Masvidal? You think Kamaru Usman getting another win against Jorge Masvidal? I know he will. So thoughts about that? But I'll just want to share. That's all you got to know. Your thoughts on Anthony Pettis losing in his PFL debut, by the way? Thoughts about that? I'll just want to show you. Think he's going to come back? I know about that. Your thoughts on Saray, by the way? She made her NXT debut this past Tuesday, and she made quite the impression. She got her sights set in the NXT Women's title. So best news get there for her. Yeah, this is a recruiting class. You got the rest of Stephanie DeLander, Hideki, Suzuki, Sanjara, George, Jennifer, Michelle, Cantu, Iglesias, Matt Farrelly. They all headlined the 2021 PC recruits, by the way. So thoughts about that? I'll just want to share about so that you got knowing that. Yeah, that's a Darius guys being banned from LSU, even though he was accused of sexual assault, misconduct back in 2016 while he's a freshman, by the way, at LSU back in 2016. You got even though he was arrested and charged for three domestic abuse incidents, by the way, last year. So not looking at spot. He's done for. He's trash. Even though Les Miles, by the way, he's been accused of misconduct, by the way, at LSU. So negatives are out there, and that's all there's. You got to know on that. So they're trash, and that's all there's for that. Teleport, the law firm was released as well. So things looking there. Wait, that's an Israel Adesanya versus Marvin Vettori, UFC middleweight title fight being finalized for UFC 263. Thoughts about that? Let me know about that. Don't forget, guys, Impact Wrestling Rebellion pay-per-view is tomorrow night, guys. That's all there's doing that. History will be made where you see Kenny Omega, the AEW champ, will be taking on Rich Swann, the Unified Impact champ, by the way. Head-to-head. And this is a unification title about you, which you will see tomorrow night, guys. That's all there's doing there, everybody. That's the best you get there. So, best you get there, everybody, on that note right there. Yeah, that's a send your brother wishes out to Kelly Clarkson, Cedric the Entertainer, DeJaiman, Hansu, Derek, Luke, Omar, Vizquel, Kalani, Ryan Newman, High Blade Brother, Dr. Britt Baker, DMD, Andrew Harris, Melinda Clark, Chipper Jones, Jade Gordon, Rebecca Mater. You got Ashley Barty, Danae Bradley, Michael Chandler, Jerry Judy, Brittany Lynn Bree, Reagan Gomez, Preston, by the way, guys. Preston. Yuji Nagata, Gabriel Kidd, Kevin Bayless, Matt Nanke, Jasmine J, Lee Westwood, same brother West, your brother Shelter, but Twitter, that's all you gotta do is for now. That's all you gotta know on that, everybody. So best you get there. That's all you gotta know on that, everybody. Bye, everybody. So take care, you guys. You guys have a good night. Please be safe out there. Bye.